Anime guy just joined. What's up? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I haven't been streaming for a while. You know, became from the last few streams. Yeah, just waiting for a few people to join. Be doing what we did before. We'll be chatting, be reviewing videos. Everything we did before. Uh, my wife says, "Hey, how you doing?" Anime guy says, "I'm doing this up. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it." Yes, if you're wondering, I'm currently chilling in my grandma's house. I'll be here for a few days, like a week or two or more. So yeah. Just wondering if you want me to react to any videos, your shorts, videos, and anything. This Morris says, do you play video games? Yes, I do. I play COD. I play a lot of different games. So yeah, I do. I play Fortnite maybe once in a blue moon, but it's like pretty rare for me. Like if someone asks me to, okay, I'll play with you. Like duos, groups, solo, whatever. Yeah. Thanks to the few people who've been joining. Yeah. So we're gonna be doing Bosnia says, "Hey, dude, what's up, dude?" Oh, Bosnia, I love that country. It's a very nice country. Very resilient people, very strong people. They fight for what they believe in. It's cool. Respect that. Yeah. So we're gonna be watching some videos. If you guys have any questions, ask me any questions or just chat in general. I'll be responding to them. Just a good chilling stream. Yeah. So, someone says, "What country are you from?" I'm from Australia. I was born and raised and I live in the western part of Australia. Perth, around Perth and stuff. You know, like very good country. I'm proud to be born here. Proud to be raised here. As citizen, I guess. Born here. Are you watching? This is watching Humamations. This is it's the same if I remember. That's cool. Nice Aussie friend, I guess. Watching Humamations. I'll go check it out. We can watch it right now. As soon as yeah, I'll go check it out. Let's just go over here. Okay. I just need to share my screen. Let's go watch it, I guess. Sorry, I disconnected. Such a. Alright, I will. Okay. I got it sorted out. I'm searching it up. Hang in there. It'll just take like 10 to 20 seconds. Okay, informations. Dang it, the internet's a bit slow here. This is such information. Oh my animations, sorry. Something's wrong with my screen. Okay. Oh, animation. I found it. Oh, Slavic language. Can you see me again? Yeah. I'm just gonna get a second screen, so I'll be reacting from a different device. I'll be showing it off my phone. Uh, just give me a moment. Sorry for the delay. Okay, we're back. We'll be searching it up. Sorry about that.
Or else you just be careful, okay?
So we're YouTube. I got it for you. Oh, it's a bit kiddish. Okay, beautiful, you said. You just like tanks or something? Haha. Bosnian more flashbacks, isn't that right? I'll put one on to see what this is like. Skip the sad, sorry about that. Skip the sad view. So it's just tank shooting tanks, yeah? Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, it says, yeah, no worry, thanks for, yeah. Cool, I guess. Tanks are special powers. You enjoy, fair enough, alright, it's cool. Hmm. Imagine if the tanks in the Ukraine war could actually do this. Like Ukrainians and Russians having tanks like this. Yeah. Okay, what is he gonna do now? Laser? Oh, thanks for the love art. Oh, bro, thank you so much. I appreciate the sub. Means the world. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Look at that sharp eyes. Frieza will win. Okay. Oof. Womp executioner. Okay. I do not understand that language. Is that a Bosnian or Russian or something? Is that Serbian? I have no idea. What's this? Just put the video. I don't see anything. It's live. 155 watching. Yeah. Home animations. Yes, Russian. Fair. Okay. Imagine if this is like the. Imagine if this is like in support of the Z Russian propaganda. That would actually be kind of funny at the same time. Like, kind of, it's in a way kind of funny, a bit cool. You know, like saying, hey, saying to those young Russian people, saying young Russian men saying that, hey, you want to fight the Ukrainians? Look at these cool tanks you're gonna get. This is what it's like to fight. True, yeah, it could be true. It's cool. Give me a moment. Give me a moment to be back. Sorry for the wait, guys. To help my grandma. It might take a minute or two, but when I'm back, I'll play some like even more better videos. I swear. Lucky bits. Thanks, Bosnia. I'll be back in a minute. It might take two. Just, the stream will stay on. I just gonna close my cameras. Until I hope. Oh, thanks. Hope finisher. Thanks. No worry. I'll be back soon. Keep. So, the stream will just be there waiting. Okay. Alright, guys, I'm back. It didn't take 1 2 minutes, it took like maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I had to help my grandparents. I'm back now. I can react to this. Appreciate to the people who've stayed. Thanks to the 3 people who've stayed. We up to it. Got the video over there. My eyes locked. Okay. It's like I've been through, I think, 13 to 20 laws. I think I show the rest of it, like the whole thing to you guys if you want to see it. It's very important. Never outshine the master. If you can hear me, just comment down below. Just checking the microphone as well. Let's put this up. Make your masters appear more brutal. Hey Bosnia, how you doing? Sorry, it was longer than I expected. Did it help a lot? Yeah. Like a mattress here. Hello again, what's up? Hey. Oh, a Chinese emperor. Byzantine East Roman leader, probably. Yeah, so if you want to watch the video, just tell me. But if you don't want to watch the whole thing, I can show you this book I found. So I'll keep it on there. This book I got over here. Yeah, just it goes along copyright. Interesting thing over here. Interesting. Only staying active will make you want to live 100 years. Japanese proverb. Very interesting. Trend prologue, a mysterious word. Young or growing old. It's really a good Japanese method of living. Ikigai. Lessons from Japan's centenarians. My fingers just, my hands are. An Ikigai diet. As long as living people, yeah, there are as long as living people are Japanese. Wins longer life, success from the East, resilience and wabi-sabi. Face life's challenges without letting stress mortgage you. Okay. We log Ikigai, the art of living notes. Suggestions for further reading. You got Ikigai. This, what ChatGPT told me is that this is better for people who want to have a work-life balance than just like say Dalai Lama's book, just like inner peace, spirituality, which I think I recommend just like instead of reading both books is perfectly fine. ChatGPT said I should agree if it complements each other. I'm like I agree, of course it would. Alright, it's just an epilogue. We can skip that. Still an epilogue, prologue. There's a say about World War II. This book, yeah, I think it will, probably will. It's about Japan as well. Sorry, I must have talked too loud. The art of staying young while growing old. Let's have a look. Let's go through here. Staying young while growing old. What's your reason for being? According to the Japanese, everyone has an ikigai. Each French philosopher might call a reason the trait. Some people have found the ikigai while others are still looking, though they carry it within them. Our ikigai isn't deep inside each of us, finding it requires a patient search. According to those born on Okinawa, or that, yeah, if you know what World War II, you know what happened to that island. The island of the most centenarians in the world. What does that mean? Our ikigai is the reason we get up in the morning first. Seen this on YouTube before? Once again, seen the book. It says ikigai, your passion in life. You know everything about life. Your ikigai, your passion, mission, profession. Sorry, vocation. You like hobby, holiday, games. Whatever, what you love, what you're good at, what you can be paid for is very important. What the world needs. So this is very interesting. It's very well based on a diagram by Mark Wynn. I'll speed this up. If you do, don't retire. Saying that don't retire always. She says left you to do use Wi-Fi. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It says this book is trying to. What is this book is trying to say already? Which you read from the back cover. Some parts of like the pages of the book when I was in the shops is that, stay young when you're older. Always be active. Help other people. Balance your work and life. Don't. You can take life slowly. Just sit down. Just, yeah, I agree with that. And I definitely need that. Just talking about Okinawa. This is help, famously healthful Japanese diet has even more. So recently exercise in Okinawa, others called blue zones, the geographic regions where people live longest. Provide a number of interesting facts about these extraordinary human beings. Okay, I'll speed this up for you guys. I want to, yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wait, he's left hyperexplains. Nah, it's fine. Don't worry. The blood tests reveal fewer free radicals, which are responsible. Drinking tea and eating onto the stomach's only 80% full. Is that so? What I do is I just eat a lot of things and then I just fast for a while. It's to go the opposite of me. Drinking tea is good. Women experience more moderate symptoms in menopause. Men and women maintain higher level of sexual hormones much later in life. The dementia is well below the global average. I won't go through too much of this for you guys. Don't worry. Yeah, take a while. Can you read this along if you want to? Yeah, geography. I already know about that. I agree with that statement. Longevity or diet, exercise, playing a purpose in life. Uh, Forming strong social ties is having a broad circle of friends and good family relations. Members of these communities manage their time well in order to reduce stress, consume little meat or processed food, and drink moderation. They don't use strenuous exercise, but they do move every day. Taking walks and working in vegetable gardens. People in blue blues and whatever walk then drive, which is cool, admirable for those people. And people, wait, is my stream taking a while to load? Gardening, which was very long since the movement. Like this, almost all of them have in common. 80% secret. Alright, I'll give you some time. Wait a sec. Yeah, man. Oh, for God's sake, my TV's not working. That's easy. Okay, I'm back. I was trying to search for my own channel on the TV. I ain't gonna take that much time when I'm streaming to do that. Just, yeah, not gonna waste all time today. Whatever you do, don't retire. Satisfaction. Happiness and meaning to our lives, yeah. Towards eternal youth. This stuff. Okay. I'll skip this. Repeating the same thing over and over. Alright, then I'm just sticking to the book. Alright, just repeating this again. Okay. What is it?
Firefighters are still battling to contain the wildfires.
Watch this.
I didn't think that I would ever have to deal with.
Firefighters are still battling to contain the wildfires, which have been raging across Los Angeles for 4 days. Forecasters say that more high winds are expected, which could stoke an already perilous situation. President Biden has said the city reminds him of a war scene. 10 people are now known to have died, and around 10,000 homes and buildings have been destroyed. A nighttime curfew has been put in place in the worst affected areas. There are 5 fires in the area. Progress is very limited. Map the biggest fire, Palisades, with multiple people out of control yesterday, is about 3% contained. Eaton fire in the Altadena neighborhood is just 3% contained. Well, we'll hear from our correspondents in Altadena in just a moment. But first, Emma Bardi, who is on the Pacific Coast Highway, goes now. Emma.
And as the Palisades fire continues to rage above us, look at what is the triangle a full grueling day, holding the line in the face of LA's inferno, as tens of thousands of acres continue to burn. Some communities have taken the disaster response into their own hands. In Topanga Canyon, fires burning all around. A group of locals calling themselves the Heat Hawks have sprung into action. Police fires are just taking a look around the neighborhood, see if they can see any spot fires or just anything they can help with, using whatever resources they can get their hands on, water supplies, fire extinguishers. The emergency services are just so stretched that people like this want to do what they can do. Despite evacuation order, here some residents are staying as long as they can to try to protect properties. Around 10,000 buildings have been destroyed across the city, but every now and then there's some one smell. There's been anger at city leaders over the fire response. Pledges are being made that LA will rebuild. The risk of crime poses a new threat. Security has been
chicken that started as $1.60 became $2.25. Imports quickly dropped. U.S. chicken farmers and politicians were furious.
And we thought Germans are big marks for chicken, and so if we hurt the Germans, maybe we'll get them to change their mind on chicken.
So the U.S. put a 25% tariff on trucks, like Germany's Volkswagen. And it worked. Their truck sales in the U.S. fell by half, and they never really recovered. Meanwhile, Germans paid more for their chicken, and Americans had fewer truck options. It's kind of a perfect example of what tariffs do. Hurt consumers while protecting very specific industries, or attempt to get countries to change their behavior. While they haven't been a large part of trade policy in decades, former President Donald Trump wants to change that.
Some might say it's economic nationalism. I call it common sense. I call it America first.
President Trump has really sort of brought a lot of people out to think that tariffs might be something that's useful in America's economic arsenal in a way that hasn't been used in the past.
Here's how tariffs work and what Trump's proposals would do.
Yeah, what's up?
Let's start in 2018, when President Trump put tariffs on
Washing machines are going to benefit our consumers.
What kind of washing
and create a lot of
machines?
jobs.
Since then, whenever
Like
a washing
Chinese,
machine
Japanese,
is
which
imported
one?
to the U.S.,
European?
the company
I'm
on
not
the
sure.
U.S. side doing the importing pays a tariff to the U.S. government.
Their margins are pretty low. They've got to pass that price on to consumers who ultimately pay it. That's the whole point, in some sense, to reduce demand for those goods and create space for domestic producers.
After the tariffs, not only did the price of imported washing machines go up, so did the ones made in the U.S.
There's this myth out there that if we tax imports, domestic producers won't change their prices. And that's
Wow.
not the case. You're creating more demand for them.
So naturally, the price goes up. And it wasn't just washers. Dryers went up in price too, even though they weren't part of the tariffs.
Usually it's the case, if you buy a washer, you
So what's
buy
up
a
to the
dryer. So even though
what's up to the rest of the people who just joined? Appreciate you watching. Let's reacting to
Now,
plans
it
of the
wasn't
Trump
all bad.
administration.
These tariffs did
Reacting to these videos. If you want me to react to any video, just tell
mostly
me.
from those foreign companies like Samsung and LG opening plants in the U.S. And a
Wow.
study found the U.S. collected $82 million annually. But because of those price increases, it cost consumers $1.5 billion more. So they basically paid $815,000 per job.
This is a very
Move this
expensive
closer.
job creation program.
Phone's
So that's
closer.
another reason why
Okay.
economists don't like tariffs. They're much more cost-effective, more efficient ways of increasing employment in those industries.
These weren't the only tariffs Trump created in 2018. The big ones were on
Steel and aluminum.
Those are really designed to punish China for its transgressions of international trade rules.
also for national security. They're used to make a lot of military equipment, but also everyday things like cars.
All the industries that use steel have to pay the higher price. That squeezes their profit margins, and it also puts them at a competitive disadvantage against foreign producers of those same goods who don't have to pay those inflated costs for their inputs. And so a lot of studies have shown that you lose jobs, as many, if not more jobs, in those downstream industries as you gain in the upstream industries that are being protected by the tariffs.
Many studies on the 2018 tariffs found some pros, some cons. Manufacturing jobs, which were on the decline, didn't increase, but they did level out. The overall economy lost jobs, mostly in those downstream industries, and the cost of the tariffs were passed on to U.S. companies and consumers. So, not great for the economy, but it did motivate U.S. companies to move out of China and made supply chains more resilient. But it didn't change much of China's behavior, and in many ways they became more aggressive. But here's the thing. Even with all the economic downsides, a review by the Biden administration suggested Trump's tariffs should remain and the administration should add or increase them, which they did.
Once tariffs get in place, there are two factors that sort of keep them in place for some time. First of all, there are going to be domestic interest groups that have a stake in seeing those tariffs maintained because they like the sort of market share that they've gained as a result of those tariffs. And second of all, tariffs are a bargaining chip. So why would we sort of unilaterally get rid of these, even if there's some economic benefits, when we might use it in some negotiations down the road?
Tariffs are really hard to remove. It's why, 60 years later, there's still a 25% tariff on trucks. Even though U.S. chicken farmers no longer care about selling in Europe.
But we're still living with the legacy of the chicken war. So that's sort of another lesson of history, is you have to be careful about imposing these tariffs because you think you're doing it for short-term strategic reasons or you're just helping out this industry temporarily, but they can last for decade upon decade upon decade.
Get $200 credit back when you shop smart with a Latitude Gym Visa credit card. Just spend $1,000 on everyday purchases each month.
Tariff policy is kind of old. Even by the chicken war, they were only imposed on around 7% of US imports. Trump's plan for a second term is to bring them back dramatically.
This is the policy that built this country, and this is the policy that will save our country.
He's proposing a 60% tariff on everything from China, and a 10 or even 20% on every import from every other country.
Countries are going to finally, after 75 years, pay us back for all that we've done for the world.
Multiple independent studies looked at the possible effects. One found it would cost the average American household $1,700 from higher prices. Another found it could cost more than 684,000 jobs. And they don't factor in how domestic goods might get more expensive, or retaliatory tariffs from other countries.
They're not going to take this line down. They're not going to change their behavior in some way to appease the administration that imposes such tariffs. They're going to retaliate. So not only will U.S. imports shrink, but U.S. exports will shrink as well.
Trump wants to use these tariffs as a revenue stream for the U.S. to pay for tax cuts.
Whereas tariffs on foreign countries go up, taxes on American workers and families come down.
Studies found his proposal would likely bring in around $250 billion per year, about 5% of what the federal government currently brings in with taxes. So if tariffs are harmful, always harmful even to the economy, why is Trump so focused on them? In the last 20 years, China has gotten aggressive, investing in manufacturing to become the world's largest exporter. Even today, they invest more than any other country. It has let them export things like steel and aluminum at below market values. That, coupled with numerous trade rule violations,
allowed President Trump to really restart the whole discussion about using tariffs to achieve certain objectives, such as punishing other countries, and the Biden administration has just continued that. So the whole environment has really changed from 20 years ago, when trade policy was pretty quiet business, and now we're talking about industrial policy, tariffs, subsidies, and all these different interventions because the whole global and geopolitical environment has changed quite dramatically.
And it would change even more dramatically with Trump's proposed tariff plan. In the short run, we know the economy will suffer. In the long run, no one really knows. Will it be a war between the US and the rest of the world, or the Western world against China? Trump wants to play a game of chicken to find out.
Alright, he's gonna fix the inflation then. Whether you like Trump or not, he will fix the inflation, do many good things. He did it for,
President.
Oh yeah, I wanna watch that guy. Okay. Dog world of mega churches, yeah, they probably are. Probably it. See, Muslims do it, that's cool. Great, Strains is one secret figure strain, huh, that's cool. The Chinese are so obsessed with Taiwan. Watch this.
Chinese soldiers preparing for battle. This is what Beijing wants to show the world.
I don't really care
With
though what
each
Beijing wants to
military
show.
drill, China is drawing ever closer
I don't care what China
circles
wants to show.
around Taiwan. China has a clear goal to gain control.
Of course,
of the
but
island.
but they're never gonna do it though, even if they're trying to.
China will surely be reunified.
Are you willing
There are two
to
Chinese
get
governments,
involved
no?
militarily to defend Taiwan if it comes to that?
Yes, it's a commitment we made.
The United States is building up its military.
Okay, I
presence
hope so.
and is practicing how to
I hope
sink
they defend
Japanese
Taiwan.
ships.
Trump's gonna do it as well. Trump's gonna do it.
We're not going to come to an agreement over Taiwan.
Wait for the unification to be achieved. Peacefully, I hope. Not peacefully, I dread.
I hope so.
But why are these two
I mean, of course you
superpowers
would.
so fixated on Taiwan? What's in it for China and the US?
Silicon and chips.
And how do
TSMC.
people in Taiwan feel about it? It's Taiwan's location that makes it a geopolitical flashpoint. Taiwan has 23 million inhabitants, and its main island lies only 130 kilometers away from China's mainland.
Yeah, Bosnia, is that you? Still?
These tiny
This is Bosnia's
islands
comment
right
saying
off the coast
user
are
left
also under
users
Taiwanese control.
the users left to use Wi-Fi says
Chinese military
Bosnia.
drills around the whole of
Loads,
Taiwan are
alright.
getting bigger and more frequent. In recent videos released by China's People's Liberation Army, Beijing has threatened to encircle the island. It sees Taiwan as part of its territory
I
and
don't
says
think
it's
so.
ready to use force if necessary to get it back.
Oh no.
We'll talk more about the history and Taiwan's status later. For now, you need to know that in the late 1940s, there was a civil war in
Yep.
China
Very
between
historical.
communists and nationalists.
Yes, I support the nationalists to this day
Communists
still.
won and took control of mainland
Yes, they
China,
did, and they still have control of it.
and the nationalists fled to Taiwan.
Yes, and they still control it. So
That
like
laid
there's
the
a
groundwork
second
for
in
today's
government
tensions.
country in Taiwan, holding only in Taiwan, the
The
Republic of
US
China.
has an ambiguous policy towards Taiwan. Since the late 1970s, it's recognized communist Beijing as the only legitimate government of China.
Yep.
But it has informal ties with Taiwan and is seen as the island's
It has
protector.
formal ties. So
Okay, let's go back to the map to understand
Maybe,
why
I don't
the
know.
US and China can't quit Taiwan.
because
In
it's
some
they both
ways,
want it.
Taiwan's
They both want to
strategic
use it
importance is
for
about
chips,
three
you know,
choke points
TSMC,
around the island.
making chips,
To the
CPUs,
west,
whatever,
there's the Taiwan Strait.
silicon.
It's a key trade route for both Beijing and Taiwan,
I see.
and also for everybody else.
Mhm.
Almost all the world's biggest container ships pass through
No
here.
way. Fair. I mean, it's China. I
To
mean,
the
hey,
north,
fair enough.
the Miyako Strait. It runs
Japanese.
between Taiwan
Yep.
and these Japanese
I
islands.
see.
And in the south, the Bashi Strait. It runs between Taiwan and the Philippines.
Philippines. See.
For China, these two straits on either side of Taiwan are key strategic gateways to the Pacific Ocean.
I see.
Taiwan is in the middle of the Chinese coastline, which is very important.
This is Victor Gao. He's a former Chinese diplomat and vice president of the Center for China and Globalization, a Beijing think tank some say is close to the Chinese Communist Party.
Hey, this is a former Chinese diplomat. Of course, he'll be.
Taiwan Island faces the Pacific directly, and if Taiwan is occupied by a foreign country, for example, it interrupts the continuity of the Chinese coastline and also prevents the Chinese access directly to the Pacific Ocean.
Not my fault.
The U.S. says it has no troops permanently stationed in Taiwan, but the island plays an important role in U.S. strategy. To understand why, let's look at the military bases in the region. Here are some of China's main naval bases close to its coast. And the U.S. has some of its key bases in South Korea,
Yep,
Japan,
China knows
and the
about that.
Philippines. If you connect the dots, you'll see the U.S. bases form a chain.
Okay.
Taiwan sits at the heart of what we call in the United States the first island chain.
David Sachs is an expert at the Council on Foreign Relations, a think tank in New York City. In the past, he worked at the American Institute in Taiwan, which serves as the de facto U.S. embassy on the island.
If you look at the first island chain, these are all formal treaty allies of the United States or close partners in the case of Taiwan. And with that, the way it is, the United States can project power close to China's shores, protect its allies and its interests. Conversely, it's very difficult for the Chinese military to project power outside of the first island chain and threaten the United States physically or our interests in the Indo-Pacific.
To strengthen this island chain, the U.S. is expanding military cooperation with Japan and the Philippines, which are also wary of what they see as China's expansionist goals. For example, just last year, the U.S. gained access to military bases in the north of the Philippines, right next to the Bashi Strait, one of those Chinese gateways to the Pacific Ocean we mentioned.
Craving a big burger? Well, we've got big value. The iconic Subway.
Here you can see American and Philippine troops conducting exercises in the waters nearby earlier this year. They even sank an old Chinese-built ship that the Philippine Navy used in the past. A clear message to Beijing. And obviously, China is not happy about the US island chain strategy.
Come on, we are not living in the 19th century. We are not living in the imperialist century, using this outmoded way of thinking as if you can set up a chain to block, for example, China from accessing the Pacific Ocean. It's ludicrous.
Blocking it from accessing it.
Beijing is rapidly modernizing its navy, in part to be able to break through
That
the
does not look
chain of
Chinese at
US
all.
allies.
Okay, we go back there.
For example, with the Fuji,
Ah, it's province in China.
Beijing is rapidly modernizing its navy, in part to be able to break through the chain of US allies.
Mm.
For example, with
I gotta
the
go for the
Fujian
US stuff.
aircraft
Go
carrier.
for the US first.
Here it is on sea trials earlier this year. It's China's third aircraft carrier and the biggest ship in the Chinese Navy.
No way, really.
The number one
It doesn't look that big compared to the American one.
here is to keep the United
Let's go back
States
there.
out of the region.
The Pacific Ocean.
The aircraft carrier and the biggest ship in the Chinese Navy.
The number one
Modernizing its navy, in part to be able to break through the chain of US allies. For example, with the Fujian aircraft carrier. Here it is on sea trials earlier this year. It's China's third aircraft carrier and the biggest ship in the Chinese Navy.
The number one objective here is to keep the United States out of the region during a conflict. So what we call anti-access area denial. Prevent the United States from being able to defend our treaty allies and partners.
So to sum up, Taiwan's location makes it essential to both sides as they try to gain the upper hand in the region. But the rivalry is also about money.
Yeah,
Big
chips.
money. Economically, the small island has an outsized importance for both China and the US, even though neither officially recognize Taiwan as a country.
Yeah, US, I'm sure US does, doesn't
Both
it?
China
No,
and
it
the
doesn't
US have
probably.
significant trade links with Taiwan, and much of that business comes from just one company,
TSMC.
TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. It produces microchips. Taiwan makes 90% of the most advanced ones in the world. Both the US and China are dependent on them, and so is everybody else.
I'm sorry. What should pick it up?
There's a good chance TSMC's semiconductors are in the device that you're using to watch this video right now.
All of them are.
They're in new cars,
Teslas.
fridges,
Yep.
and fighter jets.
Yep.
Everywhere. They're needed to develop new AI models.
Yep.
And US leaders worry that losing Taiwan to China could permanently shift economic tides against them.
It'll be the end of that. China will control the market of that, the selling it.
Germany would be open to U.S. trade and investment. I think that China would reorder.
Economic tides against them.
We don't assume that a region under Chinese hegemony would be open to U.S. trade and investment.
Really?
I think that China would reorder the region. They want the United States to basically supply them with raw materials that are turned into manufacturing, trade and investment. I think that China would reorder the region. They want the United States to basically supply them with raw materials that are turned into manufactured goods in China and then sold all over the world. And there isn't really a role for the United States or other industrialized countries in that.
The Chinese economy is already larger than that of the United States.
I don't believe
With
that.
purchasing power parity.
Really?
China produced more than 30 million cars in 2030. The Americans probably produced less than half of that. So why should anyone believe they can have some benefit of picking a fight with China? No, there is no benefit. China does not look at Taiwan from an economic or commercial perspective.
So why is Taiwan so important to Beijing then? To understand, let's dive back into history. China lost control over Taiwan during what it calls the century of humiliation. These
Japanese tabii.
caricatures of China being carved up by various foreign
Japanese o ya.
powers might explain why. From the mid-19th until the mid-20th century, China was plagued by invasions and internal disputes.
Okay. Restreaming again next time. I'll be showing you my 3 new books I've written. Not really fully written manuscripts. Maybe 1 book, I don't know how I'd say. Be a finished book, but yeah. Show it to you in the next stream. Till then, see ya. Thank you for everyone watching, for liking, subscribing the stream or previous streams. I'm looking forward to seeing you again, streaming again. See you in the next stream. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.